Hello, I'm Dryft, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm just starting this YouTube channel. I've got some content I've been working on for a little bit to upload. Mostly I'll be posting stuff about cars. I'm also interested in fly fishing for trout. I might post a few clips, articles there, technical things as they pop up, but mostly it's going to be centered about vehicles, and in terms of vehicles is mostly going to be centered around my Audi R8 and things that I've been doing and done on that since I've had it. I've had the R8 for coming on to 3 years now. It's a car I didn't think I was ever going to get. I'll go into the backstory in another clip about how that came about, that I got the R8, but this is just a quick intro just to get something up on the YouTube channel. I'll start hosting videos. There'll be how-tos and technical bits and pieces and some information about how I'm finding the ownership of the R8. I'm in New Zealand. I live in Palmerston North in New Zealand. That's the North Island of New Zealand. I'm not far away from some really good fishing, and there's a racetrack at Mansfield not too far away too, and we might get out on the track with the R8 sometime and do some footage of that. I've also got Audi S6. I'll flick over to the other. Here we are. There's an S6. I've got that. It's got a few modifications on that. Might do a YouTube clip run through that. That was my first Audi, and that was the vehicle that sort of made me realize that Audis are such a quality car that owning an R8 wouldn't necessarily be the disaster that one might think owning a supercar could be. When by disaster I mean expensive. So this car has been a great car, great runner, powerful. It's the V8 4.2 litre. It's just an S. It's 6. It's not the RS, but I've driven an RS, exactly the same model, and I tell you, there's not a lot of difference. Yes, they've got the turbos. There's a few more horsepower, but without the turbos, with a few modifications, similar horsepower, and really mechanically sound car to have. Another vehicle I've got is the Mitsubishi Delica van, 4-wheel drive. I've had this for 15 years. I might do a few YouTube clips on this as things pop up. There's always things to do on a vehicle that's nearly 30 years old, so there's bits and pieces to keep this thing on the road. As I said, I've had it for 15 years. I use it for camping, fishing, and a day-to-day run around, which has got plenty of storage space in it, lots of room to put things in and cart stuff around, and it's a little bit more economical, no, not a lot, because it's a 2.4 litre petrol. It's not very aerodynamic, so it isn't the most fuel efficient, but it's better than the two V8s that I've got, so I use that for a run around. And just briefly in here, this is where the R8 is tucked away. I had it out earlier on. I did a YouTube clip. You'll find out about that one. That was a modification I did today. I'll get that up and hosted relatively soon. It's a fairly short clip. It's a pretty easy modification and quite a necessary one for Gen 1 R8s. We'll have another look at that car in more detail later on, so it will give you something to keep an eye on the channel to have a look for. That's me. That's my introduction. I'm going to get this hosted up on the YouTube site, and that'll be the start of my channel. Nothing too flash, but I'm hoping that you'll find some tips and tricks. I've learnt some things along the way with the R8. I've searched the internet for bits and pieces which I've managed to find some information on, and I've discovered some new things that were new to me and hard to find out on the internet. So when I host them, hopefully they'll be helpful for someone out there that has an R8, and they might just be interesting for you that don't have an R8 or thinking about getting an R8 or just generally interested in them. Anyway, that's me. We'll see you again soon on my channel. Thank you very much. Bye.